Hey, hi, how's it going? In my time on the platform, I've talked about a lot of different things, right? Lots of niches, lots of different content styles, lots of shit has been looked at and thoroughly reviewed on this channel. But one of the content styles that, in my opinion, is probably the worst and is my least favorite to look at every time just because of how just horrendously annoying it is skit content. Skit creators kind of piss me off. And the reason is because some of my favorite creators on the platform are skit creators. Skits, that's such a broad term that there's some creators that absolutely kill it and are hilarious and just make great content. But then there's people who want to be those people, right? They want to be the people putting out good skits. And so they give it a shot and it's horrendous and horrible. But the problem is that it's still gonna work because they're using very common jokes, very common audios, things that have already worked in the past for other people, and they're pretty much just riding off of the tail of that shit. Like, listen, on YouTube, if you stay consistent and you put out content that is at least watchable, right? It doesn't have to be good, but if it's at least watchable and it follows a trend, if you just ride off of the back of shit that has already worked, chances are you're gonna do pretty all right. That's kind of the key to easy success on YouTube. It's still not easy, but that's like the easiest you can get it, right? It's when you start making your own shit that's when it's kind of hard. You know, when you're trying to build your own character, that's difficult. But if you're just riding off of other shit that's already worked, it's pretty simple. And skit creators are, again, the biggest example of this, okay? They are the biggest example of just riding off of other people's jokes, literally just recreating videos frame by frame. That's just what they do. And because of my general kind of hatred for skit content, I decided that today I was gonna talk about yet another skit creator. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea where I found this guy. I've got no clue. I don't even know how I got this topic. I was literally looking through my list of topics and just happened to find it. It was just written down with like no notes on it, a blank page with a name on it. I don't know. I feel like it just kind of spawned in there, and to be honest, I'm cool with it because this guy sucks. I have watched one video. I literally watched one video, then hit record. That was it. Like I knew this was a good topic the second I watched this one because it's, you know what? I could try my best to try to explain the bullshit that we're about to watch, but we could just watch it instead. I'm just gonna jump right into it. Okay, we're getting into it. What the is happening right now? Am I like, dog, am I just too stupid to understand the shit that's going? What the what? I keep like waiting for the actual joke to start. This feels like an intro. Like, you know how sometimes YouTubers will do like one of those chaotic build up type intros? I thought it was that. Dead ass. I thought that this was just a compilation of clips and it was about to get into the joke. And I was like, it's kind of weird to do that on a YouTube short, but okay. But no, like this is, I mean, we're halfway through. I'm pretty sure this is the whole video. What the Literally the only thing that I've gathered is that we're in a haunted house that's like, I don't know, not scary. I don't know. To be honest, that's all I've got. All I've got is that we're in a haunted house. I've got no clue what's going on. Also, you know, gotta say, I love how he's labeling every character with a t-shirt. You know, he's got this one that says, I'm the youngest child. This one that says, bestest mom ever. You know, I kind of respect it. Yeah, look, I'm the middle child. See, this, I gotta be honest, corny as like it 100% is. He's stupid as shit, but I gotta say that I have a lot more respect for it than the people who use like the baby filter and the little baby hands. That shit like actually pisses me off. This I can handle. Okay, I can handle it. I don't think it's the best way to do it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it is, but you know, at least it's not the baby filter. At this point, every time I watch a skit creator, I expect the baby filter, so I'm kind of relieved that he's not using it. I mean, I may be speaking a little too soon. He might throw it on later. Okay, I don't know, but first video's looking, you know, and extremely hard to follow, but I don't know. I was gonna give it some kind of praise, but I've got nothing. Dude, what the is dude, what the fuck? Dude, what is going on? This is dude, this doesn't feel real. This is a fever dream. What? I'm actually trying my best to follow here, but I've got no f***ing clue what's going on. They're in a haunted house. They were scared of dishes for a second. Then the mom was there, and now there's Ghostface and 6'7". That's all I've collected. Guys, what the f are we doing? This dude, I've watched 31 seconds, literally 31 seconds of content. I've got 4 videos pulled up, right? I just randomly clicked through 4 of them. I don't think I can make it through 2. I mean, what, dude, what the f was that shit? I feel like I'm gonna have an aneurysm by like the halfway mark, and we're almost there. I mean, like, I don't even know if we can call this a f***ing skit at this point, because like, he's not following a plot. Or maybe he is in his mind, but like in everybody else's, this seems like a jumbled mess. What is going on? I've got no, you know what? Maybe it'll clear it up at the end. I gotta get through this shit.
It worked! Gosh, grandma! Why did you kill my actor? It was my ex. Then wait, it's grandma!
Yeah, what the f? You know, I thought that maybe it would clear it up at the end. I'm still confused. I'm gonna try to break this down as best as I can. Okay, step by step, I'm gonna give what I collected, okay? In a haunted house, for some reason, the scares, the shit that's supposed to scare people is dishes, the mom with a belt, and then Ghostface was there for whatever reason. And they were freaking out because they're like, oh, he's not part of this. Ghostface like kills somebody, and then they see that the 6'7" video was playing, and that was the code to get out of the... That's what I've collected, and that doesn't like lead me to a point of the video. You know what I mean? Like why was this made? Kind of thing. Because like most of the time skits have like a message or like a reason to exist. You know, like most of the time they're an attempt of a joke, or they're trying to teach you something, or like they're trying to set a plot line and build up a story, right? That's the typical skit. What the f is this? I would assume comedy is like his goal. Right? I would assume that was supposed to be funny. And like, maybe I'm just being harsh, but I don't think there was a single thing in there that was at all funny. Like in the slightest. So I'm just, what was the point? I've got no clue. I've got literally no idea. I mean, that video was just nothing but chaos for, how long even was that shit? I mean, like 40 seconds. That felt like 15 years off of my life. Okay, like it felt like 40 seconds, right? I felt like I watched it for 40 seconds, but I also feel like I took enough mental damage to like literally remove 15 years off of my life. I mean, what the f, dude? Dude, at this rate, I'm gonna die at 25. I keep watching bullshit like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on, because like I could sit here and try to imagine what the point of this video was all I want. I think I'm gonna get nothing. I don't think I'm gonna get anything. So it's better that I focus on other things, right? It's better that I move my attention. So like the next thing I want to bring up is like, how do people watch this? And I don't mean it like in the way that we just watched it, right? Where we're kind of outsiders looking in like, what the f is this? I mean the people who are inside. How are they watching this? How does somebody unironically scroll past this and like choose to sit and watch it for the whole time? Because like, they've got no incentive, right? They've got nothing to gain there. I have something to gain, right? I'm making a video, right? You have something to gain because, actually, I don't know why the f you're here, but I mean, my point is the people who aren't in a controlled environment, they're not watching somebody bitch about shorts. They're not making their own video, okay? They're just a random viewer. How the f are they watching this? How the f are they sitting through this shit and being like, oh, that makes sense? I think I might just be retarded. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that on the chin. If it's just my fault and I'm too slow, then I mean, so be it. But like, I don't think it's that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's that. I think I've got a pretty good concept of like most things, even if they are a little sporadic and random. But like this was too much. This was too much for probably anybody. I couldn't imagine anybody watching this shit at all. I feel like if I was just on a normal doom scroll, right? Let's say I just woke up, I'm doing my morning scroll. If I came across this video, I would likely stop for a second because I see it's a skit and like I have a reason to, you know, scope out the content, right? So like I would probably stop, but I can almost guarantee you I would scroll past this video within the first 10 seconds. So the fact that people are making it all the way through the 40-second video and like liking it, subscribing, commenting, that's insane to me. I wonder what the comments are even like. Really? That meme again? Really? Oh, turns out he's done this one twice. Okay. Try 6'7" got me laughing. Why? I get the joke, okay? And I'm just as immature as other people. I think 6'7" is a funny joke. But like, bro, I laugh at it when it's when it naturally comes up. Okay, if somebody says 6'7" in a conversation, I giggle. Sorry. But when you force it, it's like, come on, bro. That shit's not. We'll just move on. Sarah, Demon, the rest of the family. Who the is Sarah? What? You know what? I don't even know why I did this. I feel like every time I click on the comments on YouTube Shorts, I just like lose all sense of humanity. These aren't real people. They're not. I mean, to be honest, that's a topic in and of itself. It's just the state of YouTube comments right now. I swear to God, half of them are robots. I put it on my life. Half of them, not real people, because what the is that? Good video. It's the best one this month. No, rip grandma and the 6'7" got me on the floor. Does that seem like a real human being to anyone? With a show of hands, who thinks it's a real person on a keyboard typing that? I don't think it is. I don't think this. I do not think that that's a real person, and I think probably 90% of these comments are robots. Again, that's a topic in and of itself, but I just the state of YouTube comments is so.
You can make money playing video games? You're quitting? I'm gonna play video games instead. I'll literally hit you with my eyes closed. You suck. I'll go to school for gaming. That's not a thing. If you're not sweating an ocean, then you're not playing hard enough.
Okay, dude, I don't know whether to be impressed or just annoyed, because like this dude literally just went through about 4 different plot points in 10 seconds. I mean, this video has a timeline. You know what? This one's better than the last one, okay? Because I can actually understand a little bit of what's going on, okay? The mom finds out you can make money playing video games. For some reason, quits her job without ever playing a game, and then goes to school for video games. Again, the point why this was made, I've got no clue. I've got no idea why this was made, but I get it. Okay, I'm locked in. I understand the story. It's at least there, and that all happened in 10 seconds. Yeah, I mean, I guess when you put it like that, that shit is kind of impressive. Whatever, we're moving on.
I won! Make sure to trash talk them. You're more of a bot than ChatGPT. What if you lose? Blame it on the lab. Or they were hacking. You're ready. Whoever beats me graduates. Underestimate my power.
We just gotta get through it.
So stupid. Time to grind.
Wins every game. What the is the point of, what? Dude, what was the point of this? What was the point of this? Again, I gotta go back to the whole like, it's normally comedy to, you know, teach something or to build up a plot, you know, so that you click on part 16 of the same video, right? This is none of the, what the is, why was this made? You know, pretty much every time that I like do one of these videos where I talk about a skit creator, I try to imagine what it would be like to be one of their viewers, and not just like what it would take to enjoy this content, because I honestly think it would take a lobotomy, but I more just like what the state of mind that person is when watching this video, right? And 9 times out of 10, the thing that I come up with is like a child, because these are all for kids, 100%. Nobody above 10 is watching this. You can't change my mind. It's literally, in my eyes, it's just like a kid, like knuckle deep in their right nostril, just drooling and looking at an iPad and watching this. That is the state of these viewers. I can't imagine genuinely anything else. You would have to be literally scratching your brain and maybe 9 years old to even halfway enjoy this shit. Maybe you got a bag of Cheeto Puffs next to you. That would make it a little bit more enjoyable. That's what I imagine. Sticky iPad, Cheeto crumbs, index finger, 4 knuckles deep, directly into that right nostril, scrolling with the left thumb that has Cheeto dust on it. That's the viewers of this type of content. And when I put myself into that mindset, okay, when I put myself into the mind of that person, I start to get it. I start to understand why people are watching this shit. I do. I mean, again, it takes me to imagine myself as like a literal retard to even slightly understand the appeal of this, but I can get it. Okay, I can get it. I can understand it. And you know what? To be honest, if there's like any credit that I could give this guy, is that he actually doesn't fall into the main reason that I dislike skit creators. You know, the main reason that I said in the intro, where it's like they just take other people's jokes and completely reuse them. Yeah, it seems to me like he's not doing that. At least from what I can tell. I mean, I don't really know. And you know, there's definitely a chance, like just looking at these recent videos, the one that we've already watched, and seeing that they haven't gotten very many views. I mean, this guy's got like 2 million subs. There's definitely a chance that he grew his audience by stealing jokes and doing the typical skit creator thing. And now he's trying to make his own ones and they're flopping. Definitely a chance. Okay, there's definitely a chance that's happening. Actually, I might check in a second. I might go see what his like most popular one is. But either way, it doesn't seem like he's taking jokes, which I now realize kind of makes my intro a little f***ing stupid. So I should probably script these videos, but like whatever. Okay, we're f***ing keeping it in. I don't have time for that shit. But yeah, I mean, I guess I can give him credit for that. If there's anything I can give this guy, it's that he's not a thief. Good job, bro. Yeah, I've just got like nothing for that. Dude, I will give him the fact that it's different. Okay, I'll give him that, and I'll agree that it's a little impressive that he can get through this many plot points in 40 seconds. You know, he just summed up probably a few years of these characters' lives in 40 seconds. That's, you know, that's something. That's something. Good for him. But the rest of it, I mean, this shit is just like mind numbing. You know, I think that the typical viewer of this guy is like, yeah, have y'all seen the picture of those pumpkins that people are making this year? The one that looks like this? That I think that is a mold that was referenced from every f***ing viewer of this guy. That's how they made that design. Is they just looked at the f***ing watching this shit, drooling on themselves, and they're like, guys, that's kind of fire. That's exactly what happened. Anyways, I do kind of want to look at his most popular video just to like check if what I said earlier was correct, that he did used to steal jokes. Because I've seen that a few times. Okay, I've seen a few skit creators that grew like 2 to 3 million subs just stealing other people's videos. And then they finally decided, they were like, okay, I've milked it enough. Maybe I'm gonna start doing my own thing. And then they just bomb. I've seen it countless times, so there's definitely a chance that that's happening here. But you know what? That actually doesn't seem like that's the case here. And I'm genuinely surprised. Okay, I can give him that. I can give him that. Good for him that he's doing his own thing. I mean, it's extremely f***ing cringe and almost unwatchable, but you know, at least he's doing his own thing. I respect it. And you know, to be honest, I said that the videos we were watching kind of bombed, but it seems like that was the only two. Like we just happened to click on ones that weren't doing good at all, because the rest of his shit is doing, you know, pretty solid for YouTube shorts. I mean, to be honest, short content is at the point where like, if you're not getting at least half of your sub count on every short, it's not the greatest. But to be honest, most of these are getting pretty close to that. So like, yeah, he's doing all right. I mean, the fact that there's over 1 million people in the world that can sit and watch these all the way through kind of surprises the shit out of me, but it shouldn't. To be honest, it shouldn't surprise me. That actually makes a lot of sense. Never mind. We're just gonna watch the next one. We're moving on.
It's a boy. Why is it like that? Party? You have no friends. This is not a party. Happy birthday. Let me hold on to that for you. I need to spend this before mom steals it.
I mean, every single video is the same thing. Every one of them is just like, how much shit can I yell in 30 seconds? That's it. That's his whole creative process. He's like, how can I freak the out for 30 seconds? Get a bunch of 10-year-olds drooling on themselves because I just turned their brain off. Like that is this guy's whole plan for a video. He's got the chalkboard out and he's like, all right, if I scream here and then scream again, I think that'll do it. Like, what the is this? You know what? I'm at the point where I'm like, this is clearly not meant for me. Okay, clearly I am not this guy's target audience in the slightest. I mean, I knew that going into this, but I thought maybe like it was close. Maybe I could slightly enjoy it, but no. Like, it's not gonna happen. I'm not at all anywhere near this guy's target audience. So I've got no clue what's going on. And you know what? At this point, I'm okay with it. I'm just gonna get through this and we're done. This is the last one. I'm not watching the fourth one. I can't do it.
Buy Black Ops 7. I also wanted Battlefield 6. I'll keep it safe. 6 or 7. 6, 7.
Yeah, actually, we'll end it there. I can't take another 4, 6, 7 joke. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not gonna happen. I'm not watching through another one. We're done. I'm not even finishing this one. I can't do it. I just can't. I can't force myself to do this shit. I've got better things to do. I mean, actually I don't, because this is my job, but you know. At this point, I feel like if I were to sit and like play Minecraft for 8 hours, it would be better than this shit. Like, I can't do this. That being said, you know, this guy's not horrible. You know, he's not like stealing other people's shit, which I respect. He's making his own. I mean, he's undoubtedly ruining the attention span of children, but at this point it's like, can you even really blame the guy? You definitely can. You know, you can throw a little bit of shade to that, but it's like, bro, everybody does that. Everybody. This guy's a little bit more intense, I will admit, but that's kind of the game. You know, that's kind of short form content. I can't knock him for it, but what I can knock him for is being probably one of the most insane people I've ever watched. This guy, most of the time when I talk about somebody, I kind of mention the fact that like they're probably cool outside of their content. You know, like they're probably enjoyable people when they're not in this character, but the character they put on is horrible. I don't feel like that's the case here. I feel like this guy's character is so insane that he has to be at least a little bit insane. I'm gonna be honest, and you know, maybe this is up, but I feel like this is the type of guy who has like literal TikTok humor that updates as the TikTok trends go on. That's this guy, okay? And you know, nothing against him. Live your life how you want, okay? But me personally, stay the away. Don't. I'm good. That being said, sub to the channel, check out the socials, go watch the Slopcast. Okay, episode 5 is out. It was out when I posted my last video, but I gotta continue to mention it because I'll be honest, it took a little bit. It took a while to come out, but it's out. Episode 5 is out. Go watch it. Okay, it's pretty good. Anyways, that being said, thank you to my Sigma tier channel members: Elite Alien, Diggity Dog, GRV, Scent, D-Clan Erskine, Sweater King, Bacteria Food, CSX, and Bob Can Fly. I'm going to bed.